It's not black and white. Really, creating better ads starts with grabbing attention. That was called a pattern interrupt at the beginning there. I'm going to take you inside right now and show you how you can start making better ads. So let's get right into it.
See, there's just three elements that go really into an ad. You have your ad copy, you have your image or video, also known as your creative, and then you have your headline, which is also your call to action. Now, the template I want to share with you guys is going to show you how to create more effective ads starting today. So the first thing is, this is a typical ad for a solar company, and I see a million of ads like this. And there's just one big problem with this entire ad. It just doesn't connect with the user. That's the biggest issue. So what we want to do is we want to work on the three elements that I'm about to show you. The first thing is ad copy. So the ad copy, this is where you have the opportunity to relate to your customer or prospect. This is where you have the opportunity to tell a story. And don't worry, I'm going to give you an example so it makes sense and relate on their level. So right now we have, did you know on average going solar can lower your monthly electric bill by as much as 70%? I'm going to show you how you can turn that into something more relatable. The second part to this equation is the image or the creative. The problem with this is it looks just like every other ad out there. So I'm going to show you a few different ways that we're going to spice this up.
Now, let's talk about headlines. The way I look at a headline is a headline has to be the answer to your customer's problem. So if you can basically answer your customer's problem in your headline, you're going to get great results. Maybe you're trying to get more clients. Your headline could be something simple as, we'll get you more clients. But those are just some examples. I'll walk you through right now and show you how building an effective headline is going to make your ad convert better.
And right here, I'll share with you guys a template you can use every time you build out an ad. You can feel free to take a screenshot of it. And then let's go ahead and turn this into something that's going to convert. All right, so let's get right into it. I'm going to show you how you can turn this into a converting ad. Now, there's one thing I want you to remember. Pain points, pain points, pain points when you're writing an ad copy. Then, of course, you got to relate to the customer. So here's the thing. We're doing a solar energy for a solar company right now. Here's how I would analyze this. First thing is you need to know the pain points. Why would someone want to go solar? People don't just see solar panels and they want to go solar. People go solar because their highest thing on their electric bill is always, I can almost guarantee you, is the air conditioner, right? So how do we play that into the pain points? The next thing is we need to show people the benefit and relate to them as to why they would want to even consider getting a quote. So the first thing that I already did, if you haven't noticed, is I switched out the image to a Nest thermostat. Doing some market research, I found out that the Nest thermostat is one of the top selling thermostats. Why is this important? Because that image is going to connect with more consumers than solar panels. Because there's more people that have Nest thermostats than they have solar panels on their home. With that being said, using an image of a Nest thermostat is going to just be more relatable to the end consumer. You're going to get more clicks, a higher click-through rate, all that good stuff. But how do we turn the ad copy and the headline into something that connects with the user without looking just like another solar ad? Well, that's what I'm going to show you right now. So knowing the market research, pain points, pain points, pain points, I'm going to start with the headline. Okay, I'm going to work a little bit backwards here today. And I want to make my headline, and I want to think in terms of bullet points. So here's exactly what I'm going to do. I want to tell people the benefits of after they go solar. The first thing is they can run the AC more, period. Okay, check this out. What's going to happen? They're going to be able to pay less going solar. That's benefit number 2. And the next benefit is save electricity. And there you go. There you have a headline. We just took that headline from, go solar and save 70% to run the AC more, pay less, save electricity. Okay, now let's go to the ad copy, and we're going to turn this ad copy into something that is much more relatable than what we have right now. So that's the current ad copy. Let's just take that out. And I want to relate to the end consumer. Well, what's the reason why someone goes solar? They want to lower their bill. So let's go ahead and write out something. I used to avoid running the AC in the summer just to keep my electric bill down. So the first thing you notice is I'm writing in first person. So when the person reads this, right, you can write this in third person. There's a lot of different ways that you can write ad copy to relate. And we're going to go a little bit longer because our ad copy is a chance to really express ourselves. Because when you write an ad, you have to remember not everybody is going to read your entire landing page or that. Some people will just stay on stay on Facebook and they'll read the ad there. So if you can pre-sell your consumer from the ad, by the time they click, you're going to get a really qualified click. So let's go ahead and finish writing this. Okay, so that's our final ad copy. I used to avoid running the AC in the summer just to keep my electric bill down. One, we're relating with the customer. We're also introducing a pain point, their high electricity bill, not being able to run the AC, because typically people get solar installed in hotter states like where I live here in Arizona or, Florida, different places like that. That's a lot of the, target market, California, things like that. Even though I knew going solar was an option, I thought it would cost more than my monthly electric bill. Okay, we all know as homeowners that going solar is an option, but I think that's one of the conceptions that people have is they think, okay, well, my electric bill is going to be higher, so we're going to go ahead and put that in our ad copy to address one of the pain points that one of the thought process that consumers think about. I was wrong. So it turns out you'll never know the true savings until you request a quote. So now that's our call to action. We're telling the user, hey, let's go request a quote. So we just turned a very boring ad into something, one, that now connects with the consumer. Now when they see the headline across the screen, they're going to see run the AC more, pay less, save electricity. It's going to trigger all those pain points, and they're going to click through to hopefully your high converting landing page, which I'm not going to show you in this video, but maybe we'll show you in future videos here on Like-Minded Millions. And that's it.
All right, so now we have a pretty decent ad, but let's go ahead and take it up a notch with this. Camera. I might be good, actually. All right, and there you have it. You see, taking something as plain and boring as solar panels and converting it into a 30-second skit of my wife and I basically just fighting with the thermostat is a really unique way to relate to, the struggles that people deal with that don't have solar, that have a high electric bill. And so I may tweak my ad copy to something like this based on that video.
It reads, my wife and I could never come to an agreement on adjusting the thermostat in the summer to save money. However, since we finally went solar, we found our electric bill is lower, we run the AC more, and pay less monthly. Here's how simple it is to go solar. It takes less than 2 minutes to see the savings and get a quote from a local trusted company. And that's how we do it.
All right, let's talk a little bit about real estate. So we've actually had the chance to do some real estate marketing for some luxury homes. And I'm gonna give you guys just some examples there. How we got some leads, around $1. So the first example is in real estate or any market, there's always sub-markets within your market. There's always more specific niches. And I'll show you exactly what I mean. In the first example, we started targeting people who are looking specifically for RV garages. So you look in this example shown here, you can see how we called out people looking for RV garages in this ad copy. Well, this does two things. One, it qualifies a certain type of buyer looking for a certain type of home. Two, if you're a real estate agent, you know that having a home with an RV garage is going to probably bring a higher paying client because an RV garage is a little perk or extra. So in some cases, it's going to do that, just that for you. Now, here's another example. How do we attract luxury buyers? You can't target by income or these wealth attributions that you used to once upon a time in Facebook. So what we do here is we decided, okay, well, let's start thinking like a luxury buyer. A luxury buyer likes gated communities. So as you can see in this ad here, we specifically called out, get a list of homes and gated communities sent to your email. I want to point out some things that are very important. This headline addresses exactly what your client is looking for because it sets the expectation before they click the ad. They know before they click the ad, they're going to have to give their email address out because in the headline it says, get a list of homes in Scottsdale, AZ sent to your email. And that's why we achieve these lead costs the way that we are. And you have to keep in mind, these were full form leads, meaning name, phone number, all the details, but this was also a luxury buyer. So, it'd probably be even cheaper if we were generating leads in, in more of a subprime niche, so to speak. So that's just some examples. And how do we also attract lecture buyers? Well, we went over here and we also just dressed the font a little bit to more of a luxury font. And this was our final product, our final image. And here are the results. Now, here's the next thing that you can do, thinking a little bit outside the box. If you're looking for people that are moving to the area, once again, we do that in the ad copy or the headline, which we're going to call out specifically. We're going to call out moving to Scottsdale, ? And then get a list of homes sent to your email. So you're already calling out people who are looking to move. So maybe you're targeting people in the early stages moving from California. So you see what we did with the headline there. And with all these sub niches, I'm going to keep showing you more. Let's talk a little bit about acreage. So we ran some ads that specifically called out 1+ acre lots. What happens when you start calling out 1+ acre lots or 2+ acre lots? Well, you're now in a higher price point. You're now attracting a different type of client without being able to use Facebook's targeting, because that's not allowed. You're subconsciously targeting those people who are looking for a specific thing within a property, whether it's 2+ acres, whether it's equestrian needs. We also did that as well. As you can see here, we targeted people who were looking for equestrian property. So that was one of the things. Gated communities. So you just have to think like your market. Think like a luxury buyer. What are the things that they want? They want garage space, they want property, they want like I said, acreage already. They want the amenities. All right, and that's all for this episode here. I hope you guys got some value out of this. Feel free to subscribe. Plan on doing a lot of different videos, vlogs, and everything. So go ahead, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.